In this video, we'll see how we can simulate a simple OR gate using Vivado links. So in the previous video, I discussed about the AND gate. In this, we'll discuss about OR gate. So for that, I have opened the Vivado. I have 2018 version, and first step is that I'll click on this create project. You can see my mouse pointer. In create project, then go to next and give a project name here because I am doing a OR gate. So I'll simply write this name as OR gate. You should always keep in mind that while giving the project name or any other name in programming language, any programming language, do not give any space and avoid giving short names. You can just give OG here, but because I am explaining, so I am giving a OR gate. Then in next step, by default RTL project is selected, so let it be there, and then just click on next and finish. So other settings will be doing while we are in the project window. Now the project window has opened here. In the project window, you see there are the different windows there like flow navigator and sources. So first of all, I need two sources here. One is your design file, one is your test bench file. So to do that, I'll go to add sources, and here by default it will be at the add or create design sources. So click on that, and then click on create file. Here I'll be creating one program file or a Verilog file which will define my logic of the OR gate. So because I am doing OR gate, so I'll just write OG. Uh, However short form you can use, that is better. Then click on finish. Then it will ask for the input output definitions, port name and all. Right now it is not required, while in programming environment we will give those things. So once this is created, you will see that og.v, this file is created. So double click on this and the editor window will open here. So I can maximize this so that you can clearly view. Next you see by default two lines are there. One is module and the name is already defined as OG, and then inside the bracket I need to give the input output, what are the input, what are the outputs, and end module is written. So that's the syntax, basic syntax. So what we will do inside the module, first we will define my inputs. So I'll take two inputs here, A and B. See, the syntax is very important, so you clearly follow what syntax I am giving here. Then output will be, I'll take output as C, let's say. Okay, so I have taken two inputs, that is A and B, and one output, that is C. So that's all about my input output requirement. Then I'll come out of this the module function, and here I need to define my OR gate. So what is my define OR gate? That means if output is C, what is it the relation with the input? So I'll write assign, that means assign the value of C as what? Assign the value of C as A, and this vertical line is your OR. A or B I have written here, and give a semicolon. So remember, in this programming, after every line or every logic you write, you should give a semicolon here. So that's my design is created. So design means I have created relation between, if there are two inputs A and B, what will be the output. So here I have given this symbol, means it will behave as a OR gate. So that's all about my design. Next we'll create the test bench. What is this test bench? So basically test bench is a process where we are going to add the test bench setup. Inside the test bench setup we'll be giving the inputs, and we'll observe the output, and those input output will behave as my design. So how to do that? So again you need to go to add sources, and this time you select on the second one, that is add or create simulation, and click on next. So here also follow the same process. This is called a test bench, so I'll be writing here og underscore test bench so that it is easily recognizable. Then click on finish. It will also add about the input output definitions, no need to give, in the programming will give that. Fine. Now where to find this? Now you see in sources, under simulation there are two files now. One is og, that is my design file, already I have created. Then one other is og underscore tb, that's right now I just created, where you're going to write the code. Now if I double click on that, this window will open, and I can just maximize this window so that I can see the codes. So now you see in this one, there is also module og underscore tb is created, and then end module is there. So here inside this no need to create any variable, so I'll just clear the parenthesis, and below that we'll be writing our variable. So I'll take range a comma b. So what is this range a comma b? Basically range means register, and a comma b is the input. Like this is the input register, and I'll write where y. So what is this where y? That means I'll observe my output through this y. So where means it is connected as a output, and raise AB means it is connected as a input. So that's why I have created the input and output. Next step is something called as instantiate. So what is this instantiate means? So instantiate means I am now going to do instantiate the design. So what does that mean? Instantiate design means I am going to create the relation between test bench and the uh, design I have created. So for that I will first call what is my test bench design file was, that is capital OG. Now capital and small letter also plays a very big role here. Give OG, then space, write any user defined variable. Here I'm writing UUT, that stands for unit under test. You can write any other variable, it's a user defined thing. Next part is I'll write dot a, in bracket I'll write capital A. Though you can take these two variables as same, but I am writing in two different variables so that we can distinguish what is happening there. So dot A, and in parenthesis I have written A means from the design file the variable A is now connected with the register or the input at the capital A from the test bench. Now the program will take signal from the test bench and it will apply that on the design. So basically test bench is your breadboard, and your design is the circuit component that you need to verify. So next I have one more input as well. I'll take B here, and then another variable is there dot C, which is my output, and it is connected to Y in the test bench. Now close the bracket and give the semicolon that I have instantiated the design. So after instantiating the design, next part is giving the input outputs. And because there are two variables, obviously I will have four different combination of input. So I'll take first combination is A equals to 0, give a colon, then B equals to 1, sorry, B equals to 0, that's my first combination, give colon, then I'll write one thing hash 10. So what is this hash 10? Now in the software by default the time taken for every input will be 1 nanosecond, but I want that let the combination of A and B will stay for 10 nanosecond, then it will change its value. Fine. So what I'll do, I just copy this file. So I'll just copy this line and I'll paste it here for three more times. What I'm doing, so 0 0 is created, next I'll create here 0 1, next I'll create here 1 0. So I'm just creating all possible logical combinations for two variables here. So here what I have done, I have created all the possible variables that I can give in the input. Now next one more line I need to write, that is dollar symbol with finish. So what we'll do after the simulation completes or the fourth combination is complete, it will stop the simulation. And after that I need to write end. So this end is for the, sorry, here I need to write one more line, initial beginning. Okay. So this initial begin means I am initializing the input output relation. There I have written all the combination, all possible combination of A and B with 10 nanosecond gap. Then I have written finish, that means it will complete the simulation after all the combination is complete. Then I have written end, so it's a programmatically it will end what I had begin, and then end module, that means the complete program ends here. After that nothing to write. So now our design file is ready here, and our test bench file is also ready. So I can just save this, control S, save, and control S, this will save the files. Next part is running the simulation to test our output. So here in the left side you can see simulation is there, then run simulation. So click on that, then click on run behavioral simulation. So it will simulate your file some error is there. Let us see what's the error. Line number 38 at end there is some error. Okay, I have missed the semicolon here, so I'll give the semicolon. uh, then I'll run it again. See, the errors will be visible in this message window. You can look into that always. Okay, so here this is my output here. Click on this view window. Okay, A, B, and Y, that is what the input outputs are taken. So it says this is the graph. Graph means you can see there is a gap of 10 nanosecond, then 10 nanosecond, then 10 nanosecond, then last it completes at 40 nanosecond. What to observe here? So you can drag this line here at the beginning. The value of A is 0, value of B is 0, value of Y is also 0 at the time. Now the same state continues for 10 nanosecond, then after 10 nanosecond the value of A is 0, value of B changes to 1, and as it is a OR gate, so if A or B 0 or 1, the output is 1. That's what we can see here. Similarly, we can go further and check for the other combination. So in this combination it becomes 1 0, then output is 1, and in the last combination we'll see the output is 1 1 and 1. So that's how we can verify whether the logic that we want to implement it behaves as the design we have given or not. Now next part is how I can see the schematic diagram. So here I'll click on open elaborate design under the RTL analysis. So this one will give you the schematic of the design you have made. Now if you make multiple gates in one uh, device only, sorry, in one design only, then you can have multiple gates in the circuit as well. So now you see this design is created, which is a OR gate where A and B are my inputs and C is my output. So for this, the you can stop the video here how to simulate the OR gate. Further, I am going to discuss that in the same design how I can add two gates or verify two gates in the same program. So how to do that? I'll go to this design file now. In the design file, I'll make a small change. I'll create one more output variable. So let me take that as D, and in the assign, I'll assign D equals to A and B. So now you see there are two outputs are there, C and D. C is A or B and D is A and B. So that's one thing I have added here. Then I'll go to the test bench. In test bench also obviously I need one more output. So let me take this as Y1, and another output I'll take this as Y2. And while doing the instantiate also I need to add one more variable here. So here I'll give C is connected to Y1, then give comma dot D which is connected to Y2. So that's how I have declared the another output. Now rest of the program remains same, no change in there because it's just the input and output. Then I'll click on run simulation again. Okay, so again what's the error? I think I missed semicolon. Okay, semicolon is missed here. Give a semicolon and click on run simulation again. So this output is now created. Now you see there are two outputs y1 and y2. If you click on this symbol, so it will zoom to fit. Now you can see there are four lines are there, A, B, Y1 and Y2. So Y1 obviously Y2 is AND gate. We know that it is throughout it will be 0 for all combination. It will be 1 whenever A equals to 1, B equals to 1 and C equals to 1. So we have just verified AND gate. So it's very easy you can do. Next is if I want to see the logic for this, I can create this again. So the schematic. Uh, new elaborated design TL2 because one was already created. So I'll create new elaborate design, and in this you find there is one OR gate which is output is C, there is one AND gate output is D, and that's how the circuit can be done. So whatever design you do, and the circuit will be created in this software automatically. That's quite simple and very useful as well, and further it can go for synthesis and implementation, which we are not going to do here. Fine. So from this video, this much we got to know how you can design and simulate a OR gate as well as combinedly OR gate and AND gate.